Talk about it, talk about it, talk about moving.
Oh, wow. Hello and welcome to WayTooBroad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excited grown-ups.
That's us.
It's a weird Wednesday edition of WayTooBroad. I'm Hannah. This is my co-host, Erin. Hi, Erin.
Sup?
And this is my other co-host, Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hello.
That's good. Good weird Wednesday intro.
Good Word Wednesday.
I wanted to thank everybody up front for sticking with us last weekend when I tweeted out. I didn't even pin it. I just tweeted that we wouldn't be putting an episode out last week. I said I might put something in the feed to these two. I did. I didn't do that either. I also wanted to announce up front before we forget that for the next two episodes, this episode and one more, I think we're going to go to bi-weekly, kind of like we've done this before where we get to be busy bees during the spring and summertime. Sometimes we have to go to bi-weekly. I am moving, as I will talk about later. Erin is going on a little trip. Ben is moving? No.
He's moving and shaking, baby.
Who said I was moving?
Ben is moving his body all around his current apartment where he's staying. And we're all just busy little vaccinated bees. So we're not going to have an episode next week either. We'll have an episode the week after that.
Thanks, everybody, for your patience.
Thanks. We appreciate you.
For dates, that means this episode's coming out this Sunday the 23rd. We will not have an episode May 30th. We'll be back June 6th.
Oh, and then maybe it goes 6th. Yeah.
Thank you to our sponsors for being patient.
Thank you. Thank you to all of our sponsors for your patience. What am I drinking? Hey guys, do you want to ask me anything?
Do I want to ask? What are you drinking?
Okay. I'll tell you. Oh, dip. I thought this was something else. I'm drinking...
Dip.
Oh, dip. I'm drinking a strawberry lemonade spindy.
Nice.
Which... Is this one of the ones with lime in it? Yeah. I noticed this. It is not actually false advertising because on the box, there is a lime visible.
Oh, okay.
So, for whatever that's worth, Ben, I don't know if that helps you with your issues with it.
It helps me so much.
I used a strawberry limeade spindy in, is it limeade or lemonade?
Lemon.
I used a strawberry lemonade spindy in a wine spritzer the other day. It was very good.
It does really help with the strawberry. I like a strawberry spindy. I know not everybody does. Welcome to Spindrift Corner, by the way.
Yep.
But I think that having the lemon in there to cut some of that super fresh, but sometimes verging on okay. It tastes like almost a little bit rotten because it tastes so much like a strawberry.
Yeah, it's got it's not good. The strawberry is not good in a wine spritzer. I found out the hard way because there's it's like a muskiness or there's something that's not fresh to it.
Because it's just real juice and it's been in there for a little bit. That's my feeling on it.
But the other flavors don't suffer from that.
Yeah. But strawberries are especially volatile, in my opinion, as a strawberry scientist. But I think the lemon helps with that, is what I'm trying to say.
I agree. Yeah.
So, good. Great.
Do you guys know what a wine spritzer is?
Is it wine and then a sparkly
wine
thing?
And spritz wine, but a little spritzy.
But with spit in it?
No.
Wine spritzer.
It's an original wine spitzer.
What is it? What did you want to tell us?
Yeah, no, you got it. You flipping got it. It's wine and some spindrifts. It's delicious.
Wine spinzer.
Yeah, throw some raspberries in there. Whatever you want. Delicious.
That sounds pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you.
You drinking anything else?
No, that's it. Erin, what are you drinking?
Hi, I'm drinking. I've got a big mug of tea with 2 tea bags. This is the vanilla bean macaron. And because I am tired, you guys. I'm so tired. I'm like falling asleep. So I'm hoping this caffeine will perk me up, but not keep me awake. You know what I mean? Like when it comes time to go bedtime. And I also have a limoncello liqueur.
Oh, so good.
Great flavor.
I haven't had it still.
Ben, it's a lot, like it evokes a lot more sweetness than like a key lime. I would say it's like in that key lime zone, but I don't, has a vanilla like a key lime does, but I do like the key lime more than the limoncello. The limoncello is delicious and a treat.
Yeah, Ben, neither of you are really like big into like vanilla-ish seltzer flavors, right?
But you
Ben's
like the key
not.
Lime, yeah? Yeah.
Ben is nodding.
Likes the key lime. Ben's nodding now.
But he was shaking his head before.
But he was shaking his head at the... Yeah, now he's nodding again.
Ian is the same way. He doesn't like creamy flavored bubbly drinks, which is fine. He's not a fan of the limoncello.
That's not true. I like cream soda, though.
Cream soda is delicious. You'd be a fool not to like cream soda.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think there's something like cream soda compared to, this is weird because it shouldn't be this way, but I feel like cream soda compared to like a vanilla polar seltzer, the vanilla is somehow tastes creamier, even though it's absolutely not. Does that make any sense?
It's a bold statement.
Thank you.
Have you had the like you can get like an orange cream seltzer.
Love it. But I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. As a treat. Another seltzer flavor we've got rolling in the fridge right now is this is an import that my parents brought to me from South Carolina. Is at Kroger grocery stores you can buy seltzers with the doctor. It's like a hint of the doctor or something.
It's the doctor flavor.
It's like basically like Dr. Pepper seltzer, and they're incredible, and they're so good to have like when lunch with a sandwich, when you would have like a soda, except now soda tastes too sweet. You just have like a Dr. Pepper seltzer. Delicious.
Yeah, you used to drink those a lot on this podcast here.
Yeah, can't anymore.
Baby Ben, what are you drinking?
Iced water.
Big iced water.
Big iced water.
Energy.
BIE.
You said, you said, Erin, you said you had them rolling in the fridge, and then I really wanted to make a reference to rolling in the deep, like you could have had it all, but I didn't get it in time, and now if I don't say it now, I'm never gonna stop thinking about it. So.
Rolling in the fridge.
Yeah. All right, cool. We have emails.
Oh.
Yes.
Emails?
Yes. We have 3 emails. Erin, if you're looking for them, they're in social. Okay. One of them says police warning message, and that's an ad, and I'm not going to click on that because it's clearly fake. It's from something called GMWD. But we have 2 new YouTube comments to look at. So let's read them. Oh, okay. All right. The 2 emails that are actual emails are from YouTube. And one of them is a comment on episode 178, Prevent the Warm Nightmare. Which is a good episode name. It's from Ari Nura Saya. And it says 2:4 heart iPhone 12 Pro giveaway by Apple heart 100. Click here, and then there's a link to looks like another YouTube video, and then a bunch of Japanese characters.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, really sweet. Thank you so much, Eri. Appreciate you. Okay, and then a similar vein, on episode 179, Welcome to the Show, Are You Old?, which is our most recent episode, we got a comment from Santosh Gaikwad saying 3:16 win iPhone 12 Pro, down arrow YouTube link, lots of Japanese characters. Or Chinese.
Those are actually Chinese.
Were the other ones Japanese? Because they did look different.
Yes.
Okay.
They were.
Okay, cool. Wow, Chinese is very pretty. I mean, they both are, but I just feel like there's more like picture-looking things in it.
Chinese is wild. I remember talking to some of my lab mates at UCI who are from China, and you know, because like we have an alphabet and they have a character system. And I was like, how often do you encounter characters that you've never seen before? And they were like, it's not that common, but like it definitely happens relatively. Like it happens. And I was like, that's fascinating that you can be like reading your own language and encounter a thing that you have never. I mean, I guess like we see words we haven't seen before, but like we can still at least like sound them out. But like they will sometimes encounter a character that they just have not seen. But you can also sometimes tell what it is by the little like sub characters it's made up of. Because some of them actually are like based on drawings of stuff.
One of them looks like a cool house.
I have to open a window so bad.
Oh, wow. This happened last time.
He has to open his window so bad, everybody.
Why don't you open it
Kylie.
good? Hi, Kylie.
Hi, Kylie.
Tell Kylie to say hi.
Kylie closes the window while she's in here working all day because she likes to be in a hot, stuffy room, apparently.
That's so rude.
Got her.
She flipped me off.
Oh my gosh. I think it has been... what am I saying? What?
Wow. Oh my gosh. It has been.
I don't think we have done. I don't think we've done an episode since we came to your apartment for the first time. Is that true?
Is it?
I think it might be, because Mother's Day was the 9th, right?
Uh-huh.
So that was the day the last episode came out. Yeah. We went to see Ben and Kylie's apartment and hang out with our parents in it for a whole day.
That?
It was so nice. I loved it. We made a huge mess and we didn't clean anything up.
Good.
Yeah.
Is that wall really blue in person?
Yeah, it is really blue.
Pranking on us. That's cool.
It's really blue.
No, this is a virtual background.
Yeah.
It's just a really good one.
Wow, you had Kylie film walking back and forth in front of it. Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'm glad you got to go to see Ben's apartment. Wow.
It's a really nice apartment, and we got to see Como a lot and Hazel a very little bit. She was very scared.
Was very scared. Mostly stayed in the bedroom under the bed.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
Oh my god, now Kylie's in here, both the cats followed her in.
Aww.
They're just her little buddies.
Aww.
It's like your whole family is in the same room. You have like all that space and everybody's just in there.
Mm-hmm. That happens in this house all the time. And it's like you'd think, like you can practically see anybody else from any other corner of this house because it's like 500 square feet. And yet like every day we'll find all four of us here in the same room. Ian and me and the two cats.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens in my house too. We have all this space, but oftentimes we're all in the same room touching. It's just how it goes.
Weird how that happens.
Yeah.
So weird.
So nice.
That's family. But yeah, that was super fun. We went that was the conclusion of that segment. You really stepped on it there.
Well, that's family.
But yeah, no, it was a super good time. It was so nice. It's so nice to be able to do that and feel like you're not being a horrible irresponsible. Even like when we quarantined before Thanksgiving, so that we could all, it was the same group of people, like our immediate family could all be together. We still felt bad about it the whole time because we just didn't quite feel safe, and like we knew we'd done all we could, but we still felt like we were being irresponsible. But it's like, okay, now there's like we're all vaccinated to a person, fully vaccinated. It was such a nice feeling to just be around each other.
I didn't get vaccinated to anybody. Is that okay? You said you were vaccinated to a person.
Oh, you didn't get vaccinated to Molly?
Oh no!
Yikes!
Yeah, I think we were just individually vaccinated. It had nothing to do with, I didn't like sign anything.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was super fun. And you made a nice family vacation as well, Erin.
Oh, that's family. Yeah, we got to go to Maryland. Fucking shout out to see Molly's family. It was so nice. Fucking shout out. It was really nice to see everybody. It's been so long. So yeah, it was great.
It looked super fun. You really were bonding with Bernie. He seemed like he missed you.
Yeah, Bernie's been lonely, I think. He's really getting up there in age, And so he's feeling lonely. It's good to spend some time with him. We were like all lying on they have just like great carpet in their family room, and Bernie was like literally going around in a circle and like spending some time in front of each person and just like getting all the love.
What a nice boy.
Yeah.
I have a fun story real quick before we pop
What up?
So this morning I got up like I do, and I went pee like I do, right?
Same.
And then I flushed the toilet.
Same.
Like I do. And it flushed like it does. And then and then it just didn't make that after flush noise. Like the tank was not refilling. And I was like, that's weird. And then I went to wash my hands and I turned on the tap and it dribbled out a tiny little stream and then stopped. And I was like, that's suspicious. And then I went to the sink in the kitchen and turned it on and it didn't run at all. And I said, holy shit, what the fuck? And then I almost woke Ian up because he was still sleeping and I had no idea what to do. But instead, I finally decided to call the water service of the town, and
Aquaman.
I called Aquaman and he said, let me check it out. And it turned out they were just doing like some repairs on something. It was like back on within a half hour or so, but like I was freaking out. I was like, something is broken. We're about to sell this house and it doesn't have running water. And I'm like, what are we supposed to do? As you can see, I didn't get a shower because I had to go to work, but honestly, I wasn't going to take a shower anyway. And then,
as we can see, like, no, I fucking can't.
Yeah, not at all.
My hair is very dirty.
Your hair looks fine. It looks good.
Oh, thank you.
Don't tell me. Don't say that to me.
But a nice thing about it was that I went outside to see if I could see where they were doing the work. And I think maybe I did, but also I ran into this woman who lives like a few blocks down from me who had the most beautiful Saint Bernard I've ever seen in my life. And I had never seen him before. Like, even though she only lives a few streets away, maybe she only walks him like early in the morning or something. But like,
wow.
It was so beautiful. I kept trying to talk to her about the water thing, and I kept on getting so distracted by the dog that I had to be like, "Oh, your dog is so beautiful." And then I would go back to it, and she never said thank you. I don't know why. She just like didn't acknowledge that I was complimenting her dog the whole time.
Well,
but anyway, sometimes it be that way.
Maybe it's because, like, she has nothing to thank you for. Like, the dog is beautiful.
Do you say thank you when people compliment your cats?
Yeah, I do. I
feel like I just agree with them. Like, if someone's like, wow, like, if Hazel shows up my camera and someone's like, wow, Hazel's so pretty, I'm like, yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, well, she wasn't even doing that. Like, maybe I do that, but she wasn't even doing that. She just wasn't.
So, let me get this straight. You ran out of your house in an unwashed panic. You had just woken up.
Naked, presumably.
Naked, for all we know.
Just a towel, yeah.
Okay, just a towel. You corner a neighbor you've never met before. You're babbling to her about the water situation, even though she doesn't know what's going on. And you keep being like, your dog is so beautiful. And your main concern is she didn't say thank you. Like, she was probably like, what the fuck? She's probably like calling the police in her like pocket.
Well, yeah, now that you put it that way, I did hear some police later, but they didn't come for me, so. Mm-hmm. No, but it was fine.
Were you like, your dog is so beautiful, how much do you think her fur is worth? Like, were you saying that?
Yeah, but just
and then
like...
she wasn't like, thank you, I know, $1 million.
But I was just making conversation. I mean, I wasn't like, you know.
I know.
Anyway. Should we pop in?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. It's me first.
Yeah. Hey, Hannah. How are you?
Bring it on.
Okay.
Bring on the pain.
I just simply don't have anything else going on in my life besides moving. And so I thought I would give a short update about that. And I want to specifically talk about packing.
Moving.
Because, yes, because that's what we've been doing. And I've learned recently about myself that I have a lot of strong opinions about packing, and I'm pretty good at it. So I thought I would share my wisdom with everybody. Yeah. So, and I wanted to also share some dates because Erin wanted to know. Erin, thank you. Bless you, Erin. Erin is editing the podcast this week. Can I tell you, I'm gonna cut this out, but the reason I hesitated was because I almost...
not cutting out shit. You just said that I'm editing.
You're right. You can cut this out because I think you'll want to, but I was hesitating because I almost said
wow.
Rude. So, anyway, Erin is editing the podcast this week because I asked her to, because this is actually our final, so, okay, wow.
Sorry.
Wow. So loud.
Hannah, get out of here.
I'm trying. So we have, I think I may have mentioned it before, we have about like a 4-day offset between when we are selling this house and when we're buying the new house. And so we can't just like hire a moving company or rent a truck for like a couple days. Like, we need to have a moving and storage and then deliver the storage thing type solution. So like a pod. So we're doing that. But for reasons that I don't totally understand, Ian wanted to schedule we have that in our driveway. In a really odd angle because it's the only way they could fit in. Looks like shit, but it works. So we're filling it up slowly. And Ian wants it to be picked up, like 4 days before the closing. For some reason, he thinks it's better for us to have it out early. I don't know why, but anyway, 4 days before the closing is the 29th of May, which is like not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. So, like, this is the last weekend that we have to load the container. And Ian has the whole week, but I don't because I'm working. So, like, this is the last 2 days that we have to, like, work together on loading the container and, like, think about, like, what furniture can we actually just put in there now and live without for a few extra days and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be, like, quite busy with that, and I'm very stressed about it. So that's this weekend. And then next weekend, the container will be picked up on Saturday, and then we'll be moving the cats to my parents' house. So that's Memorial Day weekend, I think. So it's a 3-day weekend. So we'll be moving.
If you're me, it's a 5-day weekend.
Yo!
Really?
Yeah.
I'm also taking... Wait, 3... It's a 4-day weekend if you're me.
Neato. Congrats to you both.
Thanks!
So, we're moving the cats to my parents' house that weekend, and everything that we like, that for reasons of like volatility or just like that it's essential to us, we can't put in the storage container. We're moving all of that to my parents' house that weekend. Then we close that Thursday, and then the following weekend we're just at my parents' house, which will hopefully be nice and restful. And we'll actually be able to be in the house with them since we're all vaccinated, which is because last time that when we had to do the showings and stuff, we were confined to their basement because they weren't fully vaccinated yet. And then we close on June 8th. The storage container is getting delivered on the 9th. And I have that whole week off to unload it, and we're soliciting all the help we can get, through that weekend into the weekend to help us unload it. So that's the whole like cadence of things. We're basically like extending out the moving thing as long as fucking possible, and it's like kind of a nightmare, but it's also like saving us a lot of money as well to do it this way because we're doing so much of the packing ourselves. And I don't know, like people, I completely understand why people hire moving companies. Like I do. It like sucks to pack and it sucks to move as I'm like dealing with right now. But also, I don't trust anybody with my stuff like at all. I don't even trust Ian to pack my stuff. And he's kind of feels the same way about me. So like I'd be such a micromanager with anybody who came in here and tried to pack my stuff for me.
I would never use a moving company to pack stuff.
People do that.
I would.
I know, but I would never do that.
I would. I would take
wouldn't
like
trust
the
them to
select
move it.
few things that I give a fuck about, and then I absolutely would. What in particular is it? Like your clothes and stuff? Like what about? Are you afraid they'll break it or lose it or?
No, like furniture and like fragile stuff, basically. Yeah, I'm afraid they'll break it or not pack it safely. Because here's the thing I really wanted to kind of talk about is like I'm actually like a box packing professional. Like I spent like at the beginning of my kind of like career in corporate America at the entry level, I spent a lot of my time packing boxes. Like I would say years of my career, I spent like maybe at least a day a week's worth of time in the mailroom packing very fragile things for very long trips. So
I thought you were just bandying about the word professional,
no.
Willy-nilly, but you literally are a professional.
Yes. My first job had a mailroom with nobody who worked there, and it was my job to pack all the boxes for my department. So a lot of what we shipped.
Sounds like you worked there.
Yeah. But I had to do a lot of other shit too. But like on the things we were shipping were often like irreplaceable, extremely expensive models of eventual products. So it was like really important that they were packed well. So I just don't, I just have a lot of opinions about how a box should be packed. Like, people do, how people will do like, they'll fold the bottom of the box and then they'll do one strip across like where the two flaps are. And then a lot of people will turn it the other way. And put 2 strips of tape, 1 or 2 strips of tape across like crossways as if that's going to stabilize it in some way. To me, that is useless. That's a pointless behavior. The thing that you can do that will actually stabilize a box and make it safer for the thing inside is to tape the corners of the box as well as the middle. So like,
The corners?
Yeah. So I wish what?
Do you mean the edges?
Yes, it's kind of both. It's a corner on the edge. If you can envision.
Oh, right. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But like if it was a cube, you would be talking about the edges, not the
Yes.
Like it's the whole side.
Yes, the whole side.
Yes.
So
yeah, absolutely. I do that 100%.
yeah. So if you can envision, I was going to get a visual aid, but I don't want to get too visual with this because
Like an H of tape.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. With the yes. So and also like if your tape is a little thin, maybe do 2 strips across the middle section, like the part that's actually holding the flaps.
You know what
down.
I do on the middle section? Because at this point, I also have a lot of experience packing boxes to send things out to students everywhere. I do one down the middle, and then I do a piece of tape on either side of that, basically to hold down that piece of tape. And then do the corners.
Yes. All of those things are much
edges,
better
whatever.
than just doing one across the middle and then 2 kind of intersecting that in the middle perpendicular.
Yeah, that's nothing.
It's nothing. So I had to do some redirecting with Ian on that. But then also the packing materials industry is a fucking scam. Like it is so expensive to buy packing materials. So we've kind of failed at this. We've had to buy a lot of boxes, but like one thing that is like super helpful if you have a mailroom or some place to store them is if you know you have a move coming. This is like common advice, but like save every box you get. Absolutely, just like save it and put it aside and use it later. And also when you're packing things that are fragile, don't just think about packing the thing safely. Like obviously you do that too, but then you have to think about I often will line the whole sides of boxes with like bubble wrap or something like that, and also the bottom of the box.
Oh no.
And then you what
you guys froze for a second because my internet's bad.
are we back?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. And then also something that I really am passionate about is called the shake test. Ben, do you know the shake test?
Not formally, but I think I can figure out what it is.
I think you probably can. If you want to know if something is going to ship safely, the absolute best way to find out is to, once you've sealed the box or once you've closed it, give it a shake. And if you can feel things moving around in there, they're not packed safely enough to not get jostled.
Yeah, I feel like something I didn't realize for a while, maybe this is kind of obvious in retrospect, but like the point of packing material and other like ways to pack is like you want to fill up all of the space. That's like the most important thing. Not even necessarily like wrapping things up.
Yeah.
And like packing paper, like you want to fill up the space in the box so things don't move around that much.
Like, and I actually I think a lot of, I don't think it's necessarily intuitive, and I think a lot of people will spend a lot of time on carefully wrapping each individual thing, like, and taping it, putting tape all around it to make sure it stays wrapped. But like if you are filling the space of the box, you really don't have to tape every individual thing shut, because it'll just stay compressed the way it is when you put it in there. So I spend the time I need to on like making sure that each thing is wrapped with like paper or whatever, but then the way to keep them sealed is to nestle them in the right spots, and also like take additional paper, crumple it up a little bit, and fill all those like voids in the box that you're not using, and sometimes create voids, because like sometimes you also have to think about the weight of a box, and like if you have several fragile things in there that could potentially knock against each other, creating voids in between them and then filling them with paper or whatever, bubble wrap or what have you. So it's like very strategic. I actually kind of like it. And I remember liking it when I used to do it for work. So I'm not saying I'm going to change my career path or anything, but that particular thing has not been, the packing boxes thing has not been the worst. For me, the worst thing has been that there's like several pieces of furniture in our house that I know we're going to have to put into the storage container in our driveway, but I don't know when we're going to be able to, because they're so essential, like the desk that I'm sitting at, or our bed, or like our couch and stuff. And I don't have I don't have the spatial intelligence in that like, I do in a box, but that's about the extent of it. When it comes to a whole storage container, like I can't look at what's left for space in the storage container and look at the furniture in our house and like do the physics in my head to like know how best it's going to fit or if it's all going to fit or all that. So it's like, that's been very stressful. It's just like the uncertainty of like not knowing how much space we have left really, like when it comes down to it. So
this packing conversation is reminding me of something that happened where Molly was ordering what essentially it was a bunch of shot glasses, but they had like measurements on them for something she wanted. And so they were shipping from California. And the first time they came, they had let's say it's 4 shot glasses. They had stacked them just raw inside one another and then wrapped that in bubble wrap and put it in like in a little envelope.
Oh my god.
And shipped that from California to North Carolina. And they all arrived completely broken. And so she contacted customer support and was like, hey, that's not going to work. These are all broken. And she was like, they were stacked like raw inside each other. And that's just never going to work. Yeah. And so they shipped her again. Packaged the exact same way.
My
completely
God.
just stacked raw inside each other. All of them were broken. So she had to be like, again, my friends, you can keep trying this, but it will simply not work. I mean, you could take a stack of 4 shot glasses and push down ever so slightly on them, and they would all fucking break.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So they finally, like, wrapped them individually, and then sent them.
Even if they put like a piece of cardboard between each of them, like a little folded piece of cardboard, that maybe would have done it. Like, wow.
It's fucking raw.
Ridiculous.
Stacked up and like, off you go. Have a good journey to North Carolina. See you later. It's so stupid.
That never would have flown at my when I was doing it.
You would have never.
I would have never. But anyway.
Are you doing the inventory sheets in each box?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
We are like labeling every box as best we can. Excuse me. The other thing that's stressing me, and I don't want to get on it too much because I don't have an answer and it's just going to make me more stressed, but we also have a storage unit that we rented while we were showing the house, which has a lot of like little like side tables and stuff like that, and also has like a bunch of bins. We have inventory sheets in all of those, and it's not full, but it's like maybe a third of the way full, and it's bigger than our storage container is. So again, spatial intelligence wise, I have no idea what that means in terms of how much space it would take up in the storage container. And I don't know if we could combine them so that it would just be one move rather than having to go back and get it later. But also like time wise, it's like a half an hour from us, and we filled it originally through like 9 different trips in our car. So like, I don't think we have time to do it anyway, but it's just like very frustrating because we're going to end up having to probably rent like a big U-Haul just to go get that. But then there's also like, there's stuff in my parents' basement. There's like a piece of furniture we're supposed to go get like out on the Cape. So we're probably just going to have to do it either way. So I probably just need to stop dreaming that dream and just deal with what's in the house. So
there will be a point when all this is over and you're in your sweet new Mabe's haunted house, enjoying it, making it your own.
Yeah. That's
be beautiful.
True. That is true.
It's going to be beautiful.
This too shall pass, as they say.
This too shall pass.
The most the most beautiful and the most terrible thing about life is that nothing is permanent.
Yeah.
I think that I just saw Julian on
oh my god,
Kylie's screen.
You definitely did. And he's been there for like 15 minutes.
For a while.
For a whole long while.
I just love him.
Yeah, she's been watching his stream for quite some time now.
I just love that guy.
We can see Julian's stream on Ben's screen because Kylie's watching Julian's stream.
Julian Solomita.
And sitting behind
Erin,
Ben.
Did I tell you that they got engaged? Jen
Yes.
And Julian? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Good. I'm excited for them.
Yes.
That's it. That's my obsession.
Hey, pack away, little packer.
Thank you. Erin, what you got, my friend?
What's
my
going
actual
on?
Cousin. What you got?
My friend, my actual cousin. So my obsession for quite some time now, maybe a few weeks, has been, and I'm ready to talk about it here on pod, has been the concept of co-housing communities.
Oh.
So what is co-housing? Co-housing is a community intentionally designed with ample common spaces surrounded by private homes. Collaborative spaces typically include a common house with a large kitchen and dining room, laundry, and recreational areas and outdoor walkways, open space, gardens, and parking. Neighbors use these spaces to play together, cook for one another, share tools, and work collaboratively. Common property is managed and maintained by community members, providing even more opportunities for growing relationships. I read that off of cohousing.org.
I thought you just came up with that.
I think that this is a very poor term.
Yes.
Because, boy, does it just make me think you're living with someone else.
I know! Thank you, Ben. Well,
because cohabitate is a word.
I know. I've also seen it referred to as collaborative neighborhood, which I think is
better.
That's way better.
Such a better term. So let's actually, but if you like Google for it, like co-housing, like it's so stupid because you're not actually co-housing. You're just like private housing in an intentional space that involves other people. So let's call it a collaborative neighborhood. Okay. So North Carolina is a hub for collaborative neighborhood communities. Like there's, I don't know the stats, but I think that there's more here, a higher concentration here than there is anywhere else in the country, which is cool. And Molly and I have been looking seriously at joining one that's local to us, and have just been learning a lot about them and have been really excited about them. So like this blurb that I read, they're typically private housing. The houses are typically have a smaller footprint. The houses are typically smaller because there's more shared spaces. So, like for instance, you don't have a private yard, but there's a lot of like, and there are no, especially this layout. For instance, there's no like private driveways on each of the properties. There's like a parking lot, and then you can like walk into this neighborhood. So it's kind of nice too because there's no like traffic in front of your house space. It's more like open walkways and green spaces and kids play spaces and stuff like that. So a lot of so they also tend smaller footprint. So they also tend to be like a little more eco-friendly because a lot of resources are shared, and there's common spaces. Sorry, Hannah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, one time I lived in an apartment complex that had a courtyard in the middle of it that my windows opened up onto, and that was nice. It was definitely nicer than having cars outside until a girl drove onto it and then passed out in her car. But that was a different time, different place,
Yeah, true that. Something I like about the co-housing community we're looking at is that it's intentionally multi-generational as well. So you have, and the layout kind of supports that. So you have, folks who are retired, and then you have young families, and then old families, I guess, too. And things we like about it are like the people who are drawn to this, or the people who will live there will have, shared values because those values are like clearly stated and, part of the joining the community. So I think, especially for us in the pandemic times, just feeling like we wanted some more community in our lives, and in our, not in our immediate living space, but to be able to like, we're not really people who know our neighbors, and that's hard to like start. And so I really like the idea of having like a, everyone's on the same page, everybody's kind of bought into the same things, and you can kind of go have like structured community times with your the people that you live with and that and are on like committees with and have helped to like build the community with. So anyway,
what do you not have in your house besides a yard? Like, do you have laundry in your house in that type of situation?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think you have everything.
Everything.
Laundry. You have absolutely everything. Laundry, private kitchen, screen and porch.
You got indoor movie theater in your house?
Indoor movie theater, water slides.
Why did I specify indoor? Because, like, most of them are.
There are some out there. Is also drive-in movie theater.
Yeah.
No
driveway,
house.
But there is a drive-in movie theater.
Yeah, in the house.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of co-housing. So most co-housing communities, most collaborative neighborhoods have a communal house that has like an industrial kitchen and then space for like dancing or like event space and or like private
guest houses.
Yeah, like guest bedrooms will be in the community house. For if you have somebody come over, but your house is smaller, so you might not have the space to house them. They can stay in the community house.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh. So what kind of timeline
Nice.
is are you thinking on here?
Yeah, so we're in the process of exploring one near us that hasn't been built yet. So it'd probably be about a year. But before we would like move.
Cool.
Yeah.
You showed this to us at a point in the past. I don't know how long ago now. And I said at the time that I don't think I would like that, but I think it seems like you guys would like that. And I still feel exactly that same way. I think it sounds like something I completely understand why people would like it, and I'm not yucking anybody's yum on this subject at all. I think you guys would really love it. I'm excited for you, and I think I wouldn't do it myself, but it sounds neat.
I think it depends too on like what time you're in your life and like what things that you want, and it's definitely a certain flavor that is not everyone's cup of tea.
Well, it's like,
but
it's kind of funny because like in terms of things we learned from the pandemic and actions we're taking on them, I feel like Ian and my takeaway was like, oh, actually, we don't super need to see any of our loved ones in person in order to feel like we've kept in touch with everyone. I feel like I've talked more with a lot of my family members than I did before the pandemic through the internet. Yeah. But like,
it's funny because I was thinking the other day how our family Slack did not exist before the pandemic.
It did, but it wasn't very active.
Did it?
Yeah, it started like after Thanksgiving, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then I forgot about it but it was like much less active, right? Am I right about that?
I think it was less active. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny because like we're all very geographically far apart anyway.
Yeah.
Like as a family, we weren't seeing a lot of people that like we were contacting more in Slack even before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But it was like, even the pandemic made us like reach out more. It was nice.
Yeah, like Front Hall channel was created November 29th, 2018.
Ah.
Okay.
Gotcha, Ben.
So,
Friggin' got you.
Yeah. But like Kylie created food on June 16th, 2020.
And that's the best channel. That basically
that's really the day that Slack started.
The food channel. So I don't know that the listeners have ever been looped in. Like there was a recipe. There was a recipes channel. I think I created the recipes channel,
and it was too limiting for some of us.
So yeah, I created it on September 23rd, 2019, and then Kylie created food on June 16th, 2020. Was like, I just thought it would be fun to have a space we could talk about, like share recipes and talk about food, and we were like, oh, we already have recipes. And she was like, oh, my bad. And like,
She archived it.
archived it.
Yeah.
But then like, who resuscitated? Somebody, I think like Dominic.
Well, I think what had happened was I think that I started shit posting in recipes and people were yelling at me for it. And so
or like posting food without posting a recipe.
Yeah.
And so people felt boxed in. So Food Channel became like our place to just soar, just spread our wings and fly.
Food is our shit posting.
Yeah. Sometimes sometimes I won't go to bed until I post a shit post in Food, and then I know it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, so it's become our little family community, and it's been really fun. And I don't know, it's so funny though, because like we literally have talked about that before, like when we were talking about like looking for houses that were in like farther parts of the state even than we ended up being. We talked a lot about how like we actually felt like what we've learned from this time is that we would be fine with that.
Yeah.
But you know, not as long as there was good internet, but it's like I need good internet for my work anyway. So
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
So like, but it's interesting. I think as long as you're learning about yourself and growing and taking actions on those things, I don't think there's like a right answer or a right response to
absolutely
everything. But it sounds really cool. I'm gonna super love visiting it, assuming you guys decide to do it.
It does sound cool, and everyone we've met so far has been really, really nice, and I'm excited to like learn more. You know, we're moving forward with it, but you know, we're taking our time to make sure it because it's a big change and a big, you know, risk. But we've really enjoyed dreaming about it, just like all the things. We think it'll be a really cool place to raise kids. It's also like in the woods, so you know that's a place that kids can go and play without like really safely like not encountering any cars or anything like. And just like the thought of like doing that in like a multi-generational community sounds really cool. Yeah, so we're excited about it, and just a fun adventure to like take with Molly. You know, just kind of a cool thing to be doing together. So yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. So there's some cool TED Talks about co-housing.
Did you say that they're doing geothermal heat pumps at that place?
Geothermal heating and cooling, yeah.
Sweet. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's sick as hell.
Yeah, that's dope as hell, man. So yeah, there's some TED Talks I want to send you. Well, maybe just one. And I'm also learning more about it. I'm like reading a book about it, and let's see, which one did I like better? Yeah. Cool. This one's neat. Here you go, Hannah.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Just to post or to watch.
Sweet. Cool. Well, that's that. You should keep us posted on that. Let us know.
Yeah, we'll do.
How everything progresses.
Thank you. We'll do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Should we pop into Ben now?
What you got, Ben?
Great obsession, Erin.
Thanks.
Listen, I'm on vacation this week.
Nice.
Hey, the whole week?
Eurovision? Is that what it is?
Whole week. Yes, that's my why would you ruin it immediately?
Wow.
What the fuck was that?
Do you want to... I'm editing, so you can kind of like take a retake.
Go on.
I was going to say I've been doing a lot of things this week because I'm on vacation that I've been enjoying a lot and been a little bit obsessed with, such as watching One Piece. I picked that back up again. I don't know if I ever talked about that on podcast or not, but I watched like almost 250 episodes.
I made a great like One Piece bathing suit joke. I think it was your obsession one day.
I thought that I don't think it was on the topic index. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is it
no, it's
one
not.
word or 2 words?
It's 2 words.
Maybe it's... No, you would see it.
Yeah, One Piece and Full Metal Alchemist episode 43, just tenacious persevering.
Wait.
Maybe Shonen Anime?
What is it?
Episode 43?
Oh, Shonen Anime, yeah.
Yeah,
That
Shonen Anime.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and so around then I watched like 250 episodes of One Piece. Oh, that seems early, 2018, maybe not. I don't know. Stopped for some reason. I was in the middle of a really good arc. I don't know why I did. And on vacation, I've started watching it again and enjoying that. I also started playing Hearthstone again because that game has changed a lot since I last played it. Talked about that in episode 91.
What's the name of that one?
It's called Are You Putting Me on Blast? A classic. They've made it a lot easier to like get back into that game or get into it in the first place. They made like gold income a lot better.
What?
So I've been enjoying that.
They made gold income. A lot better?
Oh.
Yeah, like because gold is like the in-game currency that used to take fucking forever to build
gold
up.
Income.
Yeah,
That's not what we heard.
we heard golden.
What did you think
golden
Oh.
come a lot better. Used to be very metallic, not so much.
Oh man. Okay.
Listen, I wasn't gonna say anything, but then Hannah's face was exactly what my brain was doing. So I was like, I gotta say something.
Well, they made it a lot easier to get gold.
There you go.
In the game. Which makes it a lot easier to just like do fun stuff in it. And
I just put that in
my
the
obsession
title list, but it's not gonna. I know it's not gonna be the one.
Mm-hmm.
My obsession has been Eurovision.
Oh,
which is this week.
Eurovision? You don't say.
I've never heard that or heard you say it or me before.
Ben, did you take the week off to watch Eurovision?
I mean, I didn't not take the week off to watch Eurovision.
That's so flippin' nice.
Here's the thing, is like this, the semester ended May 5th, I think. Or that was like when classes ended. So that was when I stopped being like super busy. And then I had like, and I wanted to take time off as early as I could because I had a very busy semester and was tired. But I had some stuff I had to wrap up like the week after. So this also turned out to be like the week that was the earliest I could take off after the end of the semester. And also happens to be the week of Eurovision. I could have taken off next week and gone straight into a 5-day weekend also. But decided... But they actually announced... That's not interesting. They announced those extra holidays to make it a 5-day weekend after I'd already asked for vacation time and I didn't feel like changing it. So anyway, Eurovision. The first semifinal... By the way, when this episode comes out, we will know who the winner is. But we don't now. So that's kind of exciting.
It's pretty exciting.
The first semifinal was Tuesday, May 18th.
Who were the contestants?
Yesterday as we're recording this. Oh boy, let me hold on. Let me check. Here we go. Montaigne was in that one.
Australia.
From Australia, Mim Bim Bam theme writer. We had Azerbaijan, Belgium, Croatia. Do you want me to read the artists?
No.
You won't know any of them. Belgium, Croatia, Cyprus, Ireland, Israel, Lithuania, Malta, North Macedonia, Norway, Romania, Russia, Slovenia, Sweden, and Ukraine.
Lots of them.
Oh my god, Ukraine's was so good. And that was 16. 10 of them go through the final on Saturday, May 22nd. 22nd.
Is the Ukraine the one I saw the video for?
Yes, you really liked that one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I would like
they also
to see that live version.
They announced the 10 10 acts that got through. Shum's the song name, I think. Yeah. They announced the 10 acts that went through in random order, and Ukraine got announced last, and so it was like, oh, fuck, did they not get through? But they did.
Nice.
Also, interestingly, I mean, I talked a while ago, I guess I should pull up what ep it was.
Yeah, def.
About Dottie Frere.
Fine.
Iceland's contest. Is that not on the... Is it under Iceland in the topic index? Where is it? Is it under Eurovision? Okay, I definitely brought that as an obsession. Oh, there it is. Think About Things by Dottie Frere.
There you go. Yeah, it was just that
Episode
song.
174, Pituitary Abraham. And so he's playing in the second semifinal tomorrow as we're recording this.
Homework, let Erin pee.
And yeah, the first semifinal was really fun to watch. Some particular acts that I really enjoyed were Lithuania. The band is The Roop and the song is Discotheque. It's very fun. Everyone should watch it. Fucking Malta is like a favorite to win it. The song's called Jimakas by Destiny. Also, Manesia, Russian Woman, is so fucking good also. And I like the Ukraine song Shom by Goe, and I like Amnesia by Roxanne, which is Romania. She unfortunately did not get through. Her live performance was not great, so I kind of understood it.
Oh, no.
There was some sad news this morning, though, because one of the members of Gogdamagnid tested positive for COVID, which means they're likely not going to get to perform live in the semifinal, and instead they're going to be airing a recording from their second dress rehearsal, which they released like a clip of a bunch of the dress rehearsals, and it looks like they're good. I don't know, like I think it'll be fine, but it just really sucks because like he was a favorite to win the whole thing last year for the first time for Iceland, and now he's
At a disadvantage.
at a disadvantage again. Kind of. I don't know. I feel like for most people that are voting, as in like people that are watching it live, like it won't, or watching it, sorry, not live, watching it on TV, not in person. Because by the way, weird thing, like they are fully like filling a stadium with maskless people for Eurovision.
Wow.
Which was very, very surprising to me. And I'm not sure like if the Netherlands is just like very vaccinated and has been over a COVID hump for a while now, or if it's just like a super spreader event. I'm kind of mixed on how I feel about it. Just seeing it, but it's just like, it's a little jarring.
Is it like an outdoor stadium?
No.
Okay.
Big ass indoor. It looks pretty sure it's indoor because it's like a big stage and stuff. Yeah, so that's wild. So it's like a giant crowd, but it's also kind of cool because like I don't know, it's a live show that we haven't seen in a while. But I was saying like for people that are at home watching on their TV, it's like not going to look different. Assuming it's like a good performance in the rehearsal, it's not going to look any different to seeing the live recording.
Just an update.
It's like all the same camera angles and shit.
The Netherlands is 11.5% fully vaccinated. So I would say probably leaning towards super spreader event.
Cool.
I mean, it sounds like they're taking precautions with the performers. Hopefully they're doing the same with the crowd, but
I don't know.
But 33% of the population has had at least one dose.
the population, huh?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, propulation.
Well, and what are their like COVID case numbers like at the
Let's
moment?
see. Well, they've only had 17,000 deaths total. It looks like.
Oh, they're not great. Not doing great right now.
The new cases line doesn't look like it's going up.
Yeah, but it's also like not
great.
that different from like their post-holiday spike.
Yep.
Like 5,000 new cases yesterday.
Yeah. So, a little bit worrying.
A little bit of a super spreader event then, maybe.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm just enjoying it from across the ocean.
Yep.
So whatever. Nothing I can do about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I've also been like watching old Eurovision songs and performances because there are some really silly ones and also some really good songs. Like I've had the song Euphoria by Loreen stuck in my head that won in 2012 from Sweden. Also, fun fact I learned this week while watching Eurovision is that do you want to take a wild guess on who the Eurovision winner was in the year that both of you were born in 1988? I'll give you a hint. She sang in French and represented Switzerland, but she's not from Switzerland.
And she's someone we would know.
Yes.
Celine Dion?
Sure.
Bjork.
Celine Dion.
Wow.
It was Celine Dion.
Wow.
When she was 20.
You had me at she sang in French, but why did she represent Switzerland? She's Canadian.
I don't know.
Isn't she Canadian?
Truly, she is Canadian. I don't know that there are rules for who gets to represent who.
Wow.
Like, she just represented Switzerland.
Excuse me, please, Hannah. Were you about to make fun of my Celine Dion guess?
No, I said Bjork. I was laughing at myself.
Oh, okay.
No, Bjork, to my knowledge, has never competed in Eurovision.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad. She would do great.
Yeah. No, she won with the song Ne partez pas sans moi, which means don't leave without me. I haven't actually listened to it yet.
I love Celine Dion. Fucking shout out. Celine, keep up the good work, bud.
Keep up the good work, Celine
Yeah.
Deline. Way to go.
Celine,
Oh, and also the fucked up thing about
Dion's.
Celine and her Dions.
Oh my god.
The fucked up thing about the Gogna Magnet situation too is that they're all fully vaccinated. So this is a breakthrough COVID case.
Yeah, and probably not
Which is, like,
terribly
especially
contagious
sucks.
to anybody else.
Could it be
but-
a false positive, though?
Yeah.
So possibly, and they are getting tested again.
Okay.
I don't know what the rules are for how that all works, but like I kind of think that they're a shoo-in for the final, even with this. Because I don't think that the second semifinal is as good in terms of all the acts as the first semifinal. I don't think it's as competitive. And I just riding on last year's popularity, I feel like they're going to get through it regardless.
When's the final?
But if they don't, it's Saturday.
Oh.
I don't know if they're gonna get to perform there. Like, I'm wondering if they get a negative test like tomorrow, would they be cleared for performing it live in the final?
Don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I kind of hope they get to, because that would really fucking suck if they don't get to.
Yeah, that would
live,
really.
'cause they really and they also like they want. It's only one of the members, and so like theoretically, if the rest of them continue to test negative, they could perform. But they decided they only want to perform as all 6 of them if they can.
That's so nice. And 3 of them don't even do anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, also, fun thing that like when I was watching Eurovision YouTube channel, and also like during the actual show, one of the hosts is Nikki Tutorials.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Aw. Oh, now I want to watch it.
because she's Dutch.
Yeah.
Like all the hosts are Dutch, and she's Dutch, even though she has
no
accent
when she speaks
whatsoever
English. It's incredible.
when speaking English.
But she lives
But
in the
like,
Netherlands, right?
She lives in the Netherlands. She grew up in the Netherlands. Like, she is fully Dutch, but has zero accent speaking when she speaks English.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's great.
She is.
She hosts like an interview thing on the YouTube channel with all the contestants, during which she asked them all, like, who would you give your 12 points to? Which is the way the voting systems works in Eurovision is, I believe it's like every country, whoever has like the most votes for that country gets 12 points from that country, and then the second most gets 10, the third most gets 8, and then the rest of the top 10 get like 8 through 1 or something like that, or top 8, whatever. I forget how it works, but it's like 12 points means like who's your top choice. And Dadi Freyr and also 3 other members of Gogna Magnet picked Ukraine.
It's a good song. It really is.
It's a good song. Mm-hmm. It's a good song. The live performance is really good too.
I want to watch that.
Is there like a YouTube playlist we can hit
just
up?
About to ask that.
It is.
Can you make one?
I think they're gonna be up. I mean, like Eurovision has a YouTube channel called the Eurovision Song Contest, and for whatever reason, right now only Croatia's performance is up. I don't really know why. It wasn't even that good.
That's probably why.
Maybe it's on their website. Let me check. Eurovision.tv is the website.
Eurovision.yourass.
Okay, well that's not helpful.
Oh no, that actually works too. I just went there.
I don't know. Well, you can watch it on Peacock. That's where I'm watching it. Like you can watch it live on Peacock, and you can watch the thing afterwards.
Ben,
watch the recording.
Big news.
Yeah, her free.
We have
Her
Peacock.
free trial ran out.
We have it. We have Peacock.
Did you pay for it?
Accidentally, yeah.
She didn't cancel that free trial. After all that.
Actually,
you can binge it.
Ian heard me talking about it when we were recording that episode, whatever it was, and when I came out, he was like, "We still have Peacock."
Hilarious.
You can watch the whole semifinal
Nice.
and all of it now.
How do they do with the sharing logins? I'm so cheap. I should just buy it.
I don't know.
You can get a 1 week free trial. Have you already done that, Erin?
No.
Oh.
You can get a 1 week free trial. I think it's 1 week. It's 1 month. I don't remember. But I'm going to cancel it after Eurovision.
That's what you think.
That's what you think.
I mean, I'm gonna.
All right. We'll see.
We'll see. That's what we said. That's great. I'm excited to watch. When?
Yeah, it's very fun.
How many are left?
Even some of the songs that I didn't like that I didn't like as much. The live performances are really fun because a lot of them are really good dancers, or they have like good backup dancers and stuff. So it's really fun. What were you gonna ask, Anna?
How many are left now?
How many performers or shows?
Performers.
There's 16 in the next semifinal, and then the final is 26.
Oh.
So it's 10 from the first two semifinals, and then there are 6 that are automatically in it.
Oh.
That's a weird thing, by the way. There are 6, because there are 6 countries
In the world?
because there's 6 countries in the world, and then no, it doesn't make sense. There are 5 that are automatically in it every year, called the Big 5, which is Germany, France, Spain, the UK, and Italy.
Why?
And I don't know. And then the winner from the previous year is also automatically in it, and also then hosts Eurovision the following year.
This is like
That's why
very.
it's in the
That's like
Netherlands, is 'cause
very
they
like
won 2019.
Hunger Games. Like you know how like in the outs. Why did my brain go here? In like the outer districts, it's just like some random ass kid, but then in the inner districts, there's like special training schools that you go to be like a participant in the Hunger Games, and people want to do it. I don't know why, but that's what it made me think of.
I guess I doesn't really feel that
It's
simple,
not.
to be honest.
Really not.
Good one, Hannah. Good comparison.
really good analogy.
Yeah, good one. That's so nice.
Thank you.
I love how immediately after you said it, you realized it didn't make any sense. Too.
I realized it before I explained it, but I just
You just powered through anyway.
yeah.
That reminds me of a dog I saw the other day.
Oh, yeah. Was it a Saint Bernard?
Do you want to power through explaining what that is?
No.
Okay.
Is that even the right dog? What's the right dog?
Wow.
Yeah, it was a Saint Bernard. It was so beautiful. Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Or was it a Bernese Mountain Dog? It was a Bernese Mountain Dog, everybody.
Is this about a dog that you saw the other day?
Yeah, now she's talking about the dog she saw this morning. Oh, a Bernese Mountain Dog. Okay, those are beautiful. How much do you think their coats are worth?
Thousands, definitely. They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I lied. There are 17 in the next semifinal. I lied to you.
I want a Bernese Mountain Dog, though. Can we?
Oh, so beautiful.
They're so pretty. Ben, you should Google Bernese Mountain Dogs.
Oh, Angel. Oh, they're so big.
Oh, they're so big. They're so pretty and shiny and soft.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't touch
kind
it.
of a curly coat.
I didn't touch it, but they look soft.
Yeah, you wanted
You could
to.
be forgiven for confusing them with St. Bernard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, one of the first Google results is like a side-by-side, like Bernese Mountain Dog versus St. Bernard.
Lifespan 6 to 8 years. That's so sad.
Wow.
Okay. Cool. Well, that sounds amazing. I'm gonna watch that. And by the time should we? Okay, that's too many. If there were only like 4 left, I would be like, let's record 4 different versions of congratulatory things for whoever wins.
No,
Wow.
they're simply so. Well, let's give Dottie Ogagnamagna their congratulations for winning Eurovision.
Congratulations.
Calling this one for Dottie and Gagna Magna. Did I say that right?
Close
Thank you.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna do great.
It's a great song, and it's a great group. I love that they're hanging together through all this as well. Mm-hmm. Very nice to see.
That's really cute.
Best of luck to everyone, but especially Gagna Magna.
Well, that's neat, but I'm really glad because we talked about you wanting to watch Eurovision, and then you're like, maybe I'll take some time off, and then you did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's on at 3 p.m. our time.
Yeah.
3 p.m. Good to know.
3 p.m.
That's so fun.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I guess you're not really recommending it, but you could, if you get Peacock, you could go back and watch all the you can watch it all.
Or I'm sure by Sunday there will be more of the performances up on the YouTubes, and you could just watch the ones you want.
Probably.
But it is fun to watch it live. Sorry that you can't when this comes out.
Better luck next year. Maybe Ben will think of it
I
earlier.
think I am gonna watch it. I think I am gonna watch it every year from now on. I feel like I want this to be an annual event.
And take time off
It's fun to watch.
every year for it.
I don't know about maybe. Oh, well, actually, I mean, as long as I continue to work at this job, it's a convenient time for me to take time off. Like it's at the end of the semester anyway. So I'll probably want to take time off around this time anyway. So maybe I will. Who knows?
Take time to make time off for the Eurovision.
Take time to poo.
Take time to
poo.
That I am on your side. What is that?
I love that song.
Who sings that?
Kobe Calais.
Oh yeah,
Kobe Calais.
That's nice.
Colby Calais. Colby Calais. Colby Calais.
Okay.
Kobe Calais.
Colby
Let's do
Calais.
homework.
Kobe Calais.
Colby Calais.
Kobe Calais.
Colby Calais.
Oh my god, I have to tell you guys a story real
Kobe
quick.
Calais. Okay.
Is it about Colby Calais?
Kobe Calais.
So this morning, I don't know if this will translate honestly, but you can cut it out if it doesn't.
We heard about the dog.
This morning, after the dog situation and the water situation were handled, I had a meeting, and Ian, he wakes up later than me because he doesn't have meetings, and so he was like just waking up, and I was in this 2-hour long meeting, and I had started a shopping list on the counter because I knew we needed to go to Target later, which we did earlier, and
Wait, you needed to go later, but you did earlier? Yeah. How'd that work out for you?
It's timey-wimey stuff. So I was like, I need to put hummus on the shopping list, and nobody's saying anything I really need to hear right now. So I like unplugged my headphones so that I could still hear the meeting, and then walked out to the kitchen, and I wrote down hummus in my like scribbly handwriting on the notepad. And Ian was like standing in the catty corner from me, at the other corner of the counter, and I looked up at him and I was like, I'm still in a meeting. And then I went back into, that was like my morning greeting to him. And then when I came out later, he was like, from my angle, I thought you were just writing your name. Because like hummus looks like, he looks enough like Hannah. Came out, wrote the word Hannah down underneath the words cat food, and then told him I was in a meeting, like he was taking attendance, and then went back into my office.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I almost spit out my drink when he told me that.
I like that.
All right, let's do homework. Shall we?
Yeah,
let's do it. My homework is step up your packing skills. Let me know if you need some training. I would also really strongly suggest thinking about how you can use things that are, even if they're not like things you already have around. If you're in a Home Depot, there are many places where they sell different types of like foam stuff or paper stuff or whatever. Think about shopping in a different area than the like packing section for those types of materials if the next time that you're packing, because you may find that just like there's like a premium on like wedding stuff, there's a premium on packing stuff, and it's like a convenience premium. So that's another tip for you for your homework.
It's a hot tip.
My Twitter and Instagram are Hanthropology, and I'm on TikTok at Hannah and Her Cats. I finally put up a new TikTok this week. It's very cute. I'll send it to you guys later. It's a cat one. Erin, what's your homework?
What's up? My homework is to check out co-housing communities. Again, bad name. Collaborative neighborhoods, better name.
Bad name, good idea.
Good idea. Hannah's going to link to this TED Talk. Give that a watch. That's really nice. And, yeah, have a great day.
Have a great day.
Kobe Calais.
Ben, what's your homework?
Have a great day. Kobe Calais.
Watch Eurovision next year, idiot. You missed it this year.
Cool.
Watch the recordings on Peacock.
Yeah. Yes, and if you want to call us and leave us a voicemail or text us, you can do that at our phone number, 774-326-0420. Blaze it. And dial blaze it.
Do not dial blaze it. But actually do. Please dial blaze it.
Blaze it. Text blaze it.
You can follow
Text blaze it to 0420.
321 blaze it.
Yes. You can find us on Twitter at WayTooBroadPod. You can find us on Instagram at WayTooBroad. You can email us at WayTooBroad@gmail.com. Don't forget, we do not have an episode out next week. We'll be back the week after that. And if you missed if you're looking for links, if you missed any of the contact information we said, if you're looking for our nice topic index that tells you all the things we've ever talked about, you can find all of that at WayTooBroad.com for anything you want. EarnBen.com for anything you need. MaxFun.org for a dog on a boat. Having a great time. Perfect summertime visit to go look at MaxFun.org. Really get you in the spirit of coming into the summertime. And that's it. So thanks for listening. We love you. We appreciate you.
Love you.
And yes. The podcast candle.
Thanks for lighting one, Hannah.
Is now extinguished.
Bye. Bye. Hannah, you have to send me the Spindrift Corner sound.